प्रकाशित AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Coventry founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Shri Sachinanda Nittai Chand ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Madhav Shri Radha Mala ki jai. Gaura Premana Haribol. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. All glories to all little devotees.
Next week you can do when we start because we're a bit late today. Who's going to play? Tamal's singing it. You're going to sing with me, yeah? And this is mega booming. Angie? Sudarshan, I don't know which one we're plugged into.
Jai Ho. Hare Krishna. Alok wants the announcement.
Yeah.
Okay, warm welcome to everyone. Thank you for coming. And a round of applause for all the cooks in the kitchen working so hard for us. Yes. And then also a round of applause for the musicians who are learning. They come early to learn and everything. Hare Krishna, welcome. Why is this?
Don't worry.
Okay.
No, I've turned it down.
So today is a special event before Gita Jayanti, which is next week on Saturday. And then even Rugby Kalyan Mandir rang us, Vidrana, saying they want to do a recital as well on the Sunday. So Saturday here, Sunday over there. So which is good. And I said if we have Shakti, we'll come on Sunday as well. So today's class is special. I'm going to get everybody involved.
Very well. 1, 2.
We'll all have the Bhagavad Gitas, and in there I will say where is the reference of Bhakti Yoga in each chapter. So I've done the homework myself because it's quite a lot. So what we'll do is, otherwise it'll take whole day to just check it out. So I've been doing it, so I'll do more. And then we'll get different speakers to speak from different chapter. Just read the verse. So we'll realize how devotional service is mentioned from second chapter onwards, all the way through almost. So it'll be very, very good because we're into Bhakti Yoga. So it'll be a different class. Yeah, it'll be realization, yeah. Vibhu Prabhu is not well, I think he's going to call it something. And also Shraddha Devi is going to have an operation of the neck from Monday, tomorrow, and then she'll be in hospital for a whole week, and then she'll have to recover. So can we all pray for her and honestly hope it goes well. And before the operation, she's finished the dresses for Lord Jagannath in Puri.
Oh,
that's very good.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Make sure that camera doesn't come on and the audio distorts everything.
Okay, so I'll leave it to Guru Sevak now for the key.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Huh?
After you, who's going to do the kirtan?
I don't know. Ishani can.
You know well, so maybe Ishani.
Ishani can do, yeah.
Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Nitai Gora Haribol,
Nitai Gaura
Haribol, Nitai Gora Haribol.
Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Haribol, 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 Haribol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur.
Gaura Premanande.
Hari Haribol, Shri Radhe. No. Shani Mataji?
I wasn't sure how I was going to go at the beginning. I think you picked up nicely. Yeah. Hello. She doesn't like it. When she goes to someone, she's okay. When someone comes to her, that's it.
I don't know what rag it is. You know which tune are you doing?
Sorry, Radhe Jai Jai Mother Day.
Which tune?
It's very simple. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Daite Radhe Jaya Jaya
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam
I've actually sang it for such a long time.
Jaya Ram. That one.
Too low or too low?
I can turn it up for you 1 second.
Say again. No. Let the master do it, you know. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
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 Jayo Gopi Chanaralava Jayo Giriva यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरन्दन
Shodanandana Vradana Ranga
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरन्दन
Jashodanandana Vradana Ranga
यमुना तीरो वनचारी
Jamuna Tira Vanadari
जयो राधा माधव जयो कुंज बिहारी
Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Vihari
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Radha Madhava
Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava
Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Radha Madhava
Jaya Radha Madhava Jayo Radha Madhava
Nitaya Gauranga Gaura Hare
Nitai Gauranga Gaura Hare
Nitaya Gauranga Gaura Hare
Bolo Nitai Gauranga Gaura Hare
Gaura 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 Hare
Gaura 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 Hare
Nityananda Ram Jayo Nityananda Ram
Nityananda Ram Jayo Nityananda Ram
Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada
Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada
Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada
Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada.
Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Oh Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Radha Madhav ki, Sachidananda Nitai Chand ki. Jai.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Ho Bhagavad Gita ki. So today it's a special, if you can give Gitas out, yeah, that's good. And next week is Gita Jayanti. Haribo, Haribo. Yeah. We have to remember, when you read Bhagavad Gita, whether you understand it or not, your life improves. Your heart gets purified. Not many people know that. Just to hear the verses, even if you don't understand it, is the words of Sri Krishna. And the Supreme Lord is speaking. And, you know, just the heart becomes purified of that. So we're going to read the whole Gita, coming 11 o'clock in the morning, and it'll take about 4 hours, I think. Also, I would encourage that because it's Mokshada Kadashi, that you sponsor books, please. Bhagavad Gita, and these copies will be given out. See, they are fresh copies of Bhagavad Gita. So please, everybody, so to sponsor and to give in charity knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is the highest charity, especially Bhagavad Gita, because you'll change many lives. Vidhu Prabhu knows, and my Saguru Sevak and Ragi, we went to Mrs. Bajaj's, funeral, but before that went in the evenings, and it's just the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. They said, we've picked the Bhagavad Gita before, but we couldn't understand it, but the way you've explained it, I said, well, because Gita needs being explained. It's not a storybook. So each verse is quite deep, and people tend to think it's in English, so I'll be able to understand it. You can understand the words, but you don't understand the concept. So that's why you have to read Srila Prabhupada's purpose behind it. Yeah. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is, do we have the radio mic? Yes, somewhere there. Okay. So I'll ask different devotees to actually read the verses. Oh, have I still got that? Yeah, my usual. I've got so many strings around my neck. I always forget. Oh, yeah, press green. Yeah, we're going to pass around, huh? So, right. So I hope everybody's got a copy of Bhagavad Gita you can share. And I want to ask somebody who doesn't want to read it, but इनकी हो गया चंगी पड़ी सी.
I gave her the book and she didn't want to give it back. She wanted to keep it.
Okay, so please do get involved. The topic is devotional service, because there's a whole Bhagavad Gita. So we want to demonstrate it's not at the 12th chapter that Krishna started to talk about devotional service. You'll see he was hinting on the way. And then 12th, he calls it devotional service. And then he carries on, declaring, rather than hinting, declaring. So it's wonderful. So I just thought, let's pick that up because we're going to read the whole Bhagavad Gita. I want you to have the impression it's all about devotional service. Okay. So Vidya Prabhu, if you can honor us with it's 2:44. So chapter 2, verse 44. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, Vidya Prabhu, if you can tell them where is chapter 2 written on the top of the page and then the verse. Here.
right at the top, in the middle of the book, are the reference.
It's on.
There's no volume.
Volume on it.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare. Okay, if some of the people are struggling, when we give a verse and chapter and verse, the reference is there in the middle of the book, the top, okay? 244, we're looking for 244, so it's chapter 2, text 45. So somewhere on the page will be verse 44, okay? That's easy. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Namo Bhagavate. Just English.
Just English.
Just English.
In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, a resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place.
Okay, there you go. So we're not going to explain it. The actual sentence just picks up that you won't be able to do devotional service if you're too engrossed in material things. Okay, next one. If you carry on with it, a little bit, because there's quite a few things. So it's got to be quick, right?
Okay.
249. Hanji Pata?
I think
No, I was going to. It would take
too long.
quite a long time. I've done the homework anyway.
People will be no, but
This is going to take long.
The thing is-
I've already done the homework. This is going to take long. And
Yeah.
trying to tell them to find the verses, it would have been a
it will be
nightmare.
like an all-day school session.
Okay.
Oh,
Chapter 249.
Chapter 2, text 49. Oh, Dhananjay.
No, everybody gets chance. Don't worry, I'll pick on you later on. Yeah.
Oh, Dhananjay, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service, and in that consciousness surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of the work are misers.
Yes. Then 250.
A man engaged in devotional service rids himself of both good and bad reactions even in this life. Therefore strive for yoga, which
Yeah.
is the art of all work.
251.
But by thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work in the material world. In this way they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead.
Thank you, Vidya Prabhu. So now we'll go over to Patapavan Prabhu. And yeah. Yeah, if you got the phone, you got your Gita on your phone, then you can
We'll
give
use
this to
that,
someone
yeah.
else. And who else would like a copy of Bhagavad Gita to read? You already got one, yeah. So who else? You okay if you need it? Let us know. Okay, so 3.3, chapter 3, verse 3. So please do focus on what is being read because it'll build a beautiful picture.
Page 137. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjun, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical philosophical speculation and others by devotional service.
Thank you. 3.13.
Page 147. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sin.
328.
Page 161.
What was that? Just say it. No, if you explain, I got about 100 shlokas here, and next week is the reading. Please, I mean, all we are picking is that there's Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. So I'm picking the Bhakti Yoga aspect from Bhagavad Gita, that's what we're reading, and to show that in every chapter, even though it's a Karma Yoga, Krishna is emphasizing Bhakti. Even though it's Jnana Yoga, in that chapter, he's emphasizing Bhakti. So in every chapter, from second onwards up to 18, it's all about Bhakti. So please bear with me. I mean, we can talk later because Aarti is at 6:30, and so I was going to have start a little earlier, but that's how life is. So just carry on, and then maybe if it's going too fast, we got the point, maybe I can explain later on like that. So whoever is reading, please make it very interesting, and don't just read it, put some energy in it. No, I'm not aiming at you, whoever does it. Okay. So which one are you reading? Which one are you reading now?
328.
Okay.
Jai Ho Gaura. One who is in knowledge of the absolute truth, almighty armed, does not engage himself in the senses and sense gratification, knowing well the difference between work in devotion and work for fruitive results.
Okay. Because if I start to explain, I won't go very far. I just know it. This is just an introduction that Bhakti Yoga is mentioned everywhere. Okay. Guru Sevaka 438.
I've got
438. Yeah, oh, sorry. It's chapter 4, 38 verse. Would you like a copy of Bhagavad Gita? Yeah. Guru Sevaka, can you go on your phone? Or you give it? Phone, okay.
438.
Chapter 4, 38. So,
Hold on.
this is the first time we're doing it like this, so it's always the first time.
In this world, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism, and one who has become accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time.
So you have to do devotional service to enjoy the knowledge. If you're just having knowledge without devotional service, you won't enjoy it. You won't even understand it. So I'm briefly just doing that. Next is 441.
One who acts in devotional service, renouncing the fruits of his actions, and whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge, is situated factually in the self. Thus he is not bound by the reactions of work, O conqueror of riches.
Wonderful. So next, Pranava Prabhu, it'll be chapter 5, verse 2. So if anybody's got the new Bhagavad Gita, you can shout what page it is.
226.
The personality of Godhead replied, "The renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation, but of the two, work in the devotional service is better than renunciation of work."
So here it is being said, if you do bhakti, it's better than renouncing everything. Some people are tyagi, they renounce this, renounce that, and they feel pretty good. But here it is being said by Krishna that both are good for liberation, but those who do bhakti, actually do service, they are actually in the superior level, right? So that's why round of applause for all those in the kitchen who cook and everything like that. They are doing devotional service. And no round of applause for those who just did the knowledge and not cooking in the kitchen. But I'm just encouraging, there's other kind of services people do. Right, so you done which one? 5-2?
5-2.
And then 5-4, please.
Turn the
5th chapter, 4th verse.
229.
Just turn the page. On the day.
What page is it?
229.
229. Yeah.
Only the ignorant speak of devotional service as being different from the analytical study of the material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both.
Jeho. Next is 5:5, the next verse.
One who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are.
And the next one.
Merely renouncing all activities yet not engaging in devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy. But a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay.
There you go, it's a fast track. Next one, 5.7.
One who works in devotion, who is pure soul, and who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. Though always working, such a man is never entangled.
Okay, 5:12. That's chapter 5, 12th verse.
235. The steadily devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the results of all activities to me, whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor, becomes entangled.
Right, so next is 5:12. Oh, you just did the 5. You did the 5, sorry. Okay, so now if you can pass the mic to Prabhuji, Tamal Prabhu. So easy for you. Chapter 6, 47 verse. What number is it?
295.
Sachinandanita Chand ki jai.
295.
Page 295.
And of all yogis, the one with the great faith who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion.
So you can see chapter 6, it's all about meditation and all this breathing in, breathing out and all that. And the devotional bit is mentioned, the last verse. So there's one verse about devotion, but the rest is, and many people in the world now, they do yoga and straighten the neck, breathing in and out. They think that is the highest process. By Krishna it isn't. Unless you're thinking about Krishna when you're meditating, you actually, it's good for your health and brain and everything, but it's not good for your future life. So Krishna, look at that 6th chapter, just one verse in there. Okay, next one is exciting one. Yeah, Prabhuji. Prem Prakash Prabhu. Can somebody, share with him. Okay, it's 7th chapter, 16th verse. So
320.
320.
I was on that shloka anyway.
Okay. It's 16, 17, 18, 28 and 29. So 716. What was the page again?
320.
Page 320.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. O best among Bharatas, 4 kind of
A little
pious.
louder.
O best among Bharatas, 4 kind of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the Absolute.
And the next one.
Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. For I am very dear to him and he is very dear to me.
What were you saying, Guru Sir?
said I was listening to a Srila Prabhupada class on
Yeah.
this, and he's saying that simply to be distressed is not enough of a reason to take devotional service. So many times we'll see our relatives or something that they're feeling distressed, but they don't take up devotional service. Srila Prabhupada said the reason is because they need piety. This says, Chaturvida Bhajante Mam Janaha Sukriti no Arjuna. Sukriti means piety. So without any piety, you can't actually turn to devotional service. So Shloka says 4 kinds of pious men begin to surrender. So in order, I was thinking about it, in ISKCON temples, the way Srila Prabhupada made people pious is giving them prasad. And giving them, and when they chant a little bit, they get some
And when
piety.
they follow the 4 principles.
Yeah.
Makes you pious.
Yeah.
ठीक है. Good point. But Krishna is calling them pious, even though they are distressed. They call annamayi. They want to be happy with anna, that they get food. And the other one is pranamayi, that their life becomes better. And then there's more and more mayis. There's about 5 mayis like that. The first one is an. So distressed person always says, oh, we are hungry. Oh, so they pray to the Lord. So they only do devotional service so they can fill their bellies up, and which is nothing wrong. And others just want to improve their life. That's where they turn to the Lord. And so thanks for explaining that. So you got to be pious. And that's why when you come to the temple, and you follow the principles, it makes you pious. So then when you turn to the Lord, the results are, more. But if you just go once in a while to the temple just to ask for something, sukhana or whatever they call it, and that is not the highest, it's not bhakti at all really. It's just asking the Lord for help, and then you forget about the Lord once you get what you wanted. But this is, we are not asking anything, we're just singing, dancing, enjoying ourselves in serving the Lordship like that. So there is a difference. Many people go to the temple, for what reason we don't know. But we come to the temple, Prabhupada said, just do service to the Lord. So you can see we're in a different category like that. But if you're not careful, you become proud, you become apradi, start to criticize others. Then Krishna arranges, then you fall out again. Then you don't want to go to the temple, you don't want to be with devotees and everything. So you've got to be careful. It's not, once you're in the temple like this, you stay forever. But if you start to do wrong things, again you fall out like that. So we always come to the temple, we always thank Krishna for making it that we can come to the temple. Otherwise, many reasons can come. You think, well, I can't come now. So always thank the Lord, saying, thank you for, inviting me to your temple, yeah. Okay, so 718, please.
Of all these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous soul, but one who is situated in knowledge of me, I consider to be just like my own self. Being engaged in transcendental service, he is sure to attain me, the highest and most perfect goal.
Okay, the next one is 7 chapter 28th verse. What page is that?
336.
Page 336.
Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are freed from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination.
So there you are, whatever Guru Sevak was saying. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives. So even in your previous life, and never mind this life, in your पहले की आपका जीवन था, उसमें भी आपने भक्ति की, तो acted piously, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated. जो आपका पाप वगैरह वो सभी धो दिया है. कितना मुश्किल है. सभी अपने आप को कैसे, we don't think we are shuddh, but look at the requirement. Are freed from dualities of illusion. आज गर्मी सर्दी है, आज गर्मी है, ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है. You come away from that, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. So when you meet someone who's determined to do devotional service, please realize they are qualified because they were already devotees before. Their sins have been washed, and they freed themselves of, this is good, this is bad, whatever. They're focusing on bhakti only. They don't get too worried about, this is good, this is bad, this is cold today, it's too hot today and all that. They are the devotees who are determined. Like Srila Prabhupada was determined to go to America and then spread the name and the teachings. He did it. And everybody knows, we call him Shakti Avesha Avatar. His Shakti and Avesh, was given by the Supreme Lord. Go and do it. Otherwise, nobody else can do what he did. And this movement is still making devotees when Prabhupada is not here, but he's in his books like that. So there you go. So this is quite deep there. So we shouldn't take it for granted unless your previous life was one of piety and your all sinful reactions have gone, then you might not be determined. So we get loads of people coming to the temple. So as Prabhupada said, don't be surprised if they leave. Be surprised if they stay. So why? Just realize this soul is determined. It means he wants Krishna Bhakti. Yeah. Okay. So that was, and then 29, 729, please.
Next page.
Intelligent persons who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death take refuge in my devotional service. They are actually Brahmin because they entirely know everything about the transcendental activities.
Thank you very much. So next, Sudarshan Prabhu, if you can read. Chapter 8. It's a wonderful, it's called Attaining the Supreme. Bhagavan ko kaise pa sakte hain? Theek hai na? So it'll be 8-2. Please, what page is it? You got the mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is...
What page number is it?
I have a different...
342.
Oh, 346, yeah.
342.
Oh, 342, okay.
Who is the Lord of sacrifice? And how does he live in the body, O Madhusudan? And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death?
So there you are, those who are devotees, how can they know you at time of death? We've recently been to 3 funerals. We got involved in it. And youngsters don't understand what death is. They just see death and then they start to get bewildered. So we have to tell them what death is. Birth, death, old age, disease is arranged by the Supreme Lord. So don't be shocked. When somebody is born, we give out laddus. When somebody dies, we don't want to give out laddus because people laugh at you, thinking, why are you giving laddus? But that's also arranged by the Lord. When somebody becomes ill, we don't celebrate. And old age, disease, if somebody gets disease, we don't celebrate that. But when somebody's born, we celebrate because we have hope that it's going to be great for them throughout. But if you notice, they are in misery, they cry when they're small, then they're teething, they cry, and then they do this, they don't want to go to school. Yes, true? He's smiling. So then what happens is, they just encounter misery after misery after misery. But it's arranged by the Lord. But if you accept it, that for me to live through this life, I'll have to face these challenges, you become a solid man. But if you get, oh my God, why me? Why me? Then you don't become a solid devotee. So we told everybody, don't be afraid of death. Everybody's going to die. But the body dies, you don't die. So we told them, actually you don't die. Every day, just realize you are not going to die, but maybe the body will die. So don't worry about it. Because you can't have the body living forever. One day it'll have to go. So why don't you realize who you are? You're not the body, you're the soul. Soul never dies. Just that message blew people's minds. They're thinking, oh my God, this is brilliant. I said, don't even worry about death. Just think about life. Every day you get up, doesn't matter what age you are. Get up every day, says, I'm going to have breakfast, lunch, but I'll offer it to Krishna. Okay, I'll hear some bhajans and all that. Every day you live like that. So if one day death comes, you'll be out of your body, but who's waiting for you? Vishnuduts. Not Yamduts. They won't take you to Yamlok because you've done devotional service every day. So you'll say goodbye to your loved ones and you are with Vishnuduts. and there's no loudspeakers, nothing doing bhajan. The Vishnu Doots will be singing Satya Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Bolo Satya. You'll think, oh my God, I thought, I was enjoying myself in the body, but now I'm enjoying myself more. I've come out of the body. This body is not slowing me down. Others will be crying, saying, oh, Marigyu, he's gone. He'll be thinking, I am not dead. I'm actually happier than when I was suffering in the body, but I'm happier now. One person had billions of money, loads of money. And the doctors had a look at him and says, you're going to die. You only got, there's some medicine, but it's too expensive. He says, I'll give you everything, whatever I got. So he paid most of the money to the doctors. They made him better. So he lived up to 100. Then he died. But because he was a pious man, he ended up in Vaikunt. So Narayan looked at him. He was crying. Narayan says, people come to Vaikunt, they're very happy. Why are you crying? He said, I could have come here 50 years ago. I thought, that is a good place, and I paid all my money, but I was suffering up to another 50 years. So please don't hang on to this material world. Because nobody dies. Say after me, nobody dies.
Nobody dies.
But the body does.
But the body dies.
Right. Nobody dies, but the body does. Get used to it. Accept it. So every day, don't worry about death. Just think, what am I going to do today for Krishna? Can you imagine? You'll carry on being happy and people realize you're quite happy. And you'll watch others, one death, some people lose their dogs, they die. They don't come to work, they cry, and other people give cards saying, hope your dog finds a better situation, whatever. I find that amazing, But I can understand there's attachment, right? Similarly, we have attachment to this body. And if you're not careful, you worry about others dying. Whenever somebody dies, you don't worry about them. They're dead already. You're thinking, oh, it might happen to me. You see, it might happen to me. So they've died. It makes you realize, oh my God, one day my end will come. It's funny. When you think the other way around, that we live forever, just realize he's out of the body. Can you imagine when at the funeral, 500 people there, or whatever number, I'm just exaggerating perhaps, but it was packed. We are telling them, nobody dies, but the body does it. They haunt. They loved it. They met us afterwards saying, that was good what you said. Because people are thinking about death. They are fearing death. But just be concerned. I hope I'm chanting Krishna's name when I leave. I hope Krishna reminds me. But don't worry about death. Please, it'll come. When it'll come is a mystery. Yeah. Truth is you're going to die. The mystery bit is when. But don't worry about it, because even if somebody dies, they're out of the body, and because they're devotees, nothing to worry about. Does everybody get that point? So from now on, you're not going to think about death. What are you going to think about? Life. Life. What are you going to think about? Life. Life with who? Not with wife or knife. With Krishna, yes? But you have to remember, Krishna has given you wife, children, and all those. Don't hate them. They are not in the way. Krishna is seeing whether you can love the people He's given you. Because if you can't love them, how can you love Krishna? Remember, very important point. You're all fortunate to have families. You're practicing your love. Because when you're out of the body, you'll be able to love the main love. This love we have in the family is like a candle. Okay? It's like a candle. So at night time, it works. At night time when the lights go out in Bharat and even here in Christmas, or might do, I don't know, there's a candle light or iPhone light or whatever. You think, oh, I can see. But when the sun is shining, you try to show it a candle or something, what's its worth? Nothing. So your love for each other is candlelight. Your love for Krishna is the sunlight. So this is small then. But because now we are in Om Agyanti Mirandasya, in the darkness, this is candlelight, so we can see there is love. But when you'll be out of the body, and you sing Krishna's love, a sunshine, and all of the loves are included in it. You can see everything clearly. Now you can't see things clearly. I hope you get that point. For that, you need to be devoted to Krishna. He's the one who's going to arrange that for you. If you don't go to Krishna, you will have repeated birth and death in ignorance. Agyan. You've got to come out of this agyan. You've got to realize Krishna's love is the sunshine. My love for everything else is a candlelight. It's smaller, yes.
Is it only that initiated people can go back to God? Can other people?
No, I mean, the thing is, if you're not initiated, but you chant with me, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Now you said Krishna, your path has changed. Otherwise, according to your Kismet, it was going to go differently. Say Krishna's name. You will not go to Golok, but next birth you'll be born in a devotee family. So if you don't have a guru now, because he's the one who gives bhakti. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this Mahamantra to everyone to improve their situation. Okay? But then there's things you have to follow. Adao Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha. So you come to the temple is Sadhu Sangha. And then Anarth Nivriti. That whatever bad habits you have, you got to give them up. First Bhajan Kriya, I think. Then Anarth Nivriti. And then Nishtha. Once you become Nishtha, saying Krishna's love is the highest, and I've got to help everybody else around. Whoever Krishna sends me, tell me, when you have a lovely smelling flower, rose say, does the rose decide who to give his nice smell? It doesn't say, well, that's a bad guy, I'm going to pull my... No, perfume. If somebody's wearing perfume, everybody goes, no, that's a nice smell. So when you become a devotee, you give your love to everyone, even your enemy. And that is the truth. When you meet a sadhu, you realize they're not always, what's he like? They trust everyone. Because they don't want anything from anyone. So you trust them. They will give their love to everyone. Kaise ho? How are you? You okay? Chant Krishna's name. They'll say like that. But when you're matlabi, you're thinking, what can I get from him, her? What can I have? So you're always planning. They're saying, nah, he's no good. He ain't got much to give. Oh, he's all right. He's got something. So, Haribol Prabhu, how are you? With this one. Okay, Prabhu, I'm busy at the moment, yeah. Because you want something, so you change your mood. But when you want to give something, say, Prabhu, lelo, lelo, lelo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Nityanand Prabhu said, just tell everybody, ek bar to bolo bhai, Shri Krishna naam. Just once say Krishna's name. And they would do that. And they will embrace them. And Krishna would say, you are delivered. Oh, sorry, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would say, you are delivered. You are on the way to be delivered. We want that it should be straight away. But it is in a way straight away. Otherwise it will be 8,400,000 times. So this way maybe it's 100 times. So do you get the point? Please realize I must live, I never die, I live, but I must live a Krishna conscious life. Because then you'll very quickly achieve Krishna Loka. And once you go to Krishna Loka, this misery is not there. It's absent of it. It's like when the sun shines, the sun never sees darkness. The sun never sees darkness. Once darkness complained to Krishna saying, the sun won't let me exist. So the Lord said to the sun, why don't you let darkness exist? And the sun said, whose darkness? I've never seen it. So Krishna goes to darkness, go in front of him. It's how can I go in front of him? When I go in front of him, I'm dead. You know, I don't exist. So sun doesn't see. So Vaikunt doesn't see misery. Vaikunt means there's no more misery there. But we are not going to Vaikunt for that reason. Because there'll be moksha. We don't want mukti, bhukti. Bhukti is to enjoy yourself. Moksha is, oh, I've had enough of this, I want to do that. That's not the reason to love Krishna. We want to go to Vaikunt Golok so we can serve him directly. We are servants. Das anudas. Jivara sarup hoya. Nitya Krishna das. So you got to really fine-tune your mind, even if you're initiated. Because at the moment you say, oh, I've got a household to run, bills to pay, so I can put the bhakti on the shelf, you know, because I've got to do all these things, you see. You justify it. And then you wonder after 10 years why your bhakti hasn't gone forward. Because you gave priority to your household. Because you're initiated now. You don't have to worry about it. It'll be automatic fast track. I'll pass away and I'll be in Golok thinking, oh, no more bills to pay. It doesn't happen like that. Golok is a lok of love. Please remember. Radha Krishna is the highest love. Where there is love, only lovers go. Others are stopped at the door by the bouncers. And that's what they exactly do. Gopis stopped Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh at Golok doorstep. Gopis said, who are you? And Brahmaji said, well, we are from that lok and whatever. Which lok? There's many loks. It's just small Brahma. Till Vishnu just said that one with Vamandev pierced a hole in it. They said, oh, you're clever. Gopis are telling Vishnu, you're clever. You know which one. I'm just giving you these details. Where Radha Krishna is, there's love. So if you don't have love in your heart and all that, you can't get there. I'll tell you an example of this. Where did Sita and Ram spend their time when 14 years they were going around? So Chitrakoot as well. What was the next one? Panchavati. Panchavati was so beautiful. Lakshman made the heart. Jatayu used to watch over us. Everything goes all right. There was so much love there. Can you believe it? When Surupnaka came, she just went to the area. Suddenly she experienced love. It's not because she had love for Lord Ram. No, love of Sita Ram was there already. She just thought, this is amazing environment. She just thought. She saw Lord Ram. The problem with her was she was a lusty lady. So that love turned into lust. She went to Ram saying, you marry me. Now, you don't approach the Lord directly like that. So he pointed at Lakshman. You have to go through Guru first. So she went to Lakshman, didn't say, how can I get Ram? She said, you marry me. You don't go to your Guru and say, marry me. Okay, you got a problem. She didn't say, I want to marry Lord Ram, how do I do it? So you can see, you can't, if you have lust and all that, even if love of God is there, it's going to turn into lust. You want enjoyment from them. Love means, I want to please them. Nothing to do with me. I want to please. That's love. Lust is, they should please me. So she told Ram, marry me, because she wanted to enjoy him. Lord Ram, Panchavati, is Dandakarnya, ashram. Goes in there. The Rishi Munis are meditating on the Supreme Lord, the Super Soul in the heart. They are feeling so much love. And it increased this love. They open their eyes, they see this human being, they thought. Lord Ram, they said, he is more beautiful than the Lord in the heart. How can that be? Not only that, these are male rishis. Rishi Munis are male. They felt like a woman. And in their mind, telepathy, not on iPhone or anything, they could communicate through this, saying, we would love to embrace you. And Lord Ram said, not in this avatar. When I come next time, as Krishna, then you'll be gopis, and then you can, meet us. Can you imagine? The Rishi Munis felt their love. I'm just giving an example. Wherever there's Sitaram, there is love. Wherever there's Radhesham, there's love. If you have any other agenda, it's going to go pear-shaped for you. Because Shrupnaka's nose was cut. She didn't mind her own business. Do you get the point? I can't go any further. Time is there. But that's what happens when we start to explain. And all. But you can see, Golok Vrindavan is not a place where you don't have to pay bills, it's misery-free and all that kind of thing. That's the place of love. And that's the highest love, Radha Krishna's love. The love you're sharing in the family is a rehearsal to become that sort of lovely person, loving person. So if you have people around you, you're cruel to them, you're not considering their feelings and whatever, you won't be able to go back because you're going to do the same over there. ठीक है ना? So please realize, whoever Lord has given you, can you be nice to them? Can you love them? Can you care for them? He's watching. Where is He? In the heart. He will feel your love, because the love starts here, doesn't it? He's next to it. Ishvara Parama Krishna. Oh, sorry, what's the other one? Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hriday Deshe Arjun Tishta. He's in the Hriday. So Krishna is watching how you deal with other people. And please, one thing, can you appreciate yourself as well? Some people don't appreciate themselves. That's why they're angry with everybody else. They're fed up with their own self. Please appreciate that you become human being. You could have been a mosquito somewhere or something else. You're a human being. Look in the mirror. I always give this example. You're going to laugh at this. Whenever you're feeling really bad, go to your bathroom, see the mirror, look in the eyes and say, you're all right. Just say, you're all right. You'll smile. Try it. Try it tomorrow. I don't do it now because I'm happy. But when I used to have challenges, I would look at myself thinking, what happened to you? Like that. Then I turned around one day, I goes, you're all right. Immediately my chest went up like that and I had a good bath. Came out looking, smiling like that. You got to tell yourself you're all right. Come on, everybody, say you're all right. Thank you. Okay, so I'm joking with you. But you got to love yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, appreciate yourself, you won't have the confidence to love someone else. You're feeling insecure already. And if they don't compliment you, you're going to quarrel with them. Or even if they don't or do, you'll start quarreling, whatever. Have to have confidence. How would you get confidence? When you know who you are. But if you keep thinking you're the body, you'll have a lot of fear because the body dies. But when you realize you're a spirit soul, you never die, and nobody else dies, so you can't even kill them, and nobody's going to kill you. See, your ways become solid. You actually start to appreciate yourself, appreciate everybody on a daily basis. Every day, whoever you meet is your day. Don't think about 5 years' time, 10 years' time. My every day is, I get up thinking, wow, I'm going to enjoy today in Krishna consciousness with my family, with the devotees and whatever. That's my one-day plan. I don't think about the day after. Many people are thinking, maybe when we go to Bharat, and maybe then I'll laugh. Or when I go to a wedding, then I'll dance. No, every day. Every day. I hope this makes sense. I'm just sharing what's in my heart. And since I've started to do that, I'm not bothered by, oh, this could happen, or this could deteriorate, that could break, and whatever. Then you're living in fear all the time. I always say, be concerned, but don't be fearful. Concern is narrow, fear is huge, gets bigger and bigger. I've gone over the time, so thank you very much. Sorry I couldn't complete all the things. What was the last one we read? 8:2. Okay, that's it. Thank you. So if you stand up now, we'll do Aarti.
I didn't even realize there was references to book B in each chapter.
There is. Well, Vidura and I, we discovered that when we were doing this. Every chapter.
That's amazing. The Dhyani Yoga one was right at the end. I mean,
Kiba jayo jayo gaura chande arodika shobha jayo gaura chande arodika shobha jahana vidata vane jaga चक्रधारा वासा चक्रधारा वसियाचे गौराचा रत्ना सिंहासने गौराचा रत्ना सिंहासने आरती कोरिनो ब्रह्मा आदि देवघाने आरती कोरिनो ब्रह्मा आदि देवगाने नाराहरि आदि कोरि चमारा दुलाया नाराहरि आदि कोरि चमारा दुलाया संजया मुकुंदा वासु घोषाधिघाया संजया मुकुंदा वासु घोषाधिघाया शंका भाजे घंटा भाजे भाजे करताला भाजे घंटा भाजे भाजे करताला माधुरा मृदंगा भाजे परामरसाला माधुरा मृदंगा भाजे परामरसाला शंका भाजे घंटा भाजे माधुर 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 भाजे शंखा भाजे घंटा भाजे माधुर 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 भाजे माधुर 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 भाजे माधुर माधुर बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल 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 बहु कोटि चंद्र जीने वाधानव ज्वाला बहु कोटि चंद्र जीने वाधानव ज्वाला गाला देसे वानमाला कोरे जलमाला वनमाला गोरे जलमाला शिवा सुकानाराधा प्रेमे गाधा सुकानाराधा प्रेमे गाधा Sampada Gaurara Sampada Diva Jayo Jayo Gaura Chande Arodika Shobha Jayo Jayo Gaura Chande Arodika Shobha Jahana Vitadavane Jagamanalobha Gaurange Aroti Shobha Jaga Janamanalobha Gaurange Aroti Shobha Jaga Janamanalobha Jaga Janamanalobha Jaga Janamanalobha Jaga Janamanalobha Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol
Namayom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastayo Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine
Namayo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasnaya
Vedanta
Swami Nitinamine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravadi Pracharine
Prabhupada
Nirvashesha Shunnavadi Paschachari Shatarine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Shatarine
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda
Yadvaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda
Yadvaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Arshivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
बोलो बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे
राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे
जय राधा माधव राधे
जय राधा माधव राधे
जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय
गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय गिरि गोवर्धन गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन
जय श्रीमद सुदान श्रीमद सुदान श्रीमद सुदान जय श्रीमद सुदान
जय श्रीमद सुदान श्रीमद सुदान श्रीमद सुदान जय श्रीमद सुदान
जय मानी 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 जय मानी
जय मानी जय मानी मानी जय मानी
जय राधा
वाह।
रमन हरि बोल जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
हे हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल
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 जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
राजा राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 राजा राम राम राम
राजा राम राम राम
राजा राम राम राम
सीता 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 राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 राजा राम राम राम
राजा राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम 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 राजा राम राम राम
जय गौरानीताय 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 जय गौरानीताय जय गौरानीताय 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 जय गौरानीताय সচিনন্দন জয় নিতাজান জয় সচিনন্দন জয় নিতাজান বলো গৌরা 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 হরে বলো গৌরা 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 হরে ও গৌরা 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 হরে বলো গৌরা 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 হরে ও গৌরা 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 হরে বলো গৌরা 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 হরে ও নিতা 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 গৌরাঙ্গ নিতা 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 গৌরাঙ্গ গৌরা 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 হরে বলো গৌরা 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 হরে নিত্যানন্দ রাম নিত্যানন্দ রাম নিত্যানন্দ রাম জয় নিত্যানন্দ রাম জগন্নাথ স্বামী নয়ন পথগামী নয়ন পথগামী বাবা তুমি জয় জগন্নাথ জয় জগন্নাথ জয় জগন্নাথ স্বামী জগন্নাথ জয় ও বলদেব জয় সুভদ্রা জয় বলদেব জয় ও সুভদ্রা জগন্নাথ 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 হরে কৃষ্ণ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে ও হরে কৃষ্ণ হরে কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে ও হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare He Radha Rani ki jai Maharani ki jai
Radha Rani ki jai Maharani ki jai
Radha Rani ki jai Maharani ki jai
Rani ki jai Maharani ki jai
Bolo barsane wali ki jai jai jai
Bolo barsane wali ki jai 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 Barsane wali ki jai jai jai
बरसाने वाली की जय जय बोलो वृंदावन वाली की जय जय जय
बोलो वृंदावन वाली की जय जय जय
जय राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
राधा रानी की जय महारानी की जय
राधे राधे बोलो वतन में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो अरसाना में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो वृंदावन में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो वृंदावन में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो कॉवेंट्री 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 में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो वृंदावन में डोलो
राधे राधे बोलो वृंदावन में डोलो
श्री राधे गोपाल बचमन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल भजमन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल बजमन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल भजमन श्री राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल राधे
श्री राधे गोपाल राधे
श्री राधे घनश्याम राधे
श्री राधे घनश्याम राधे
जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम
प्यारी राधे प्यारो श्याम प्यारो श्री वृंदावन धाम
प्यारी राधे प्यारो श्याम प्यारो श्री वृंदावन धाम
जय गोविंदा जय गोपाल केशव माधव दीन दयाल
गोविंद जय गोपाल केशव माधव दीन दया
दीन दयाल प्रभु दीन दयाल प्रभु मदन गोपाल दीन दयाल
दयाल प्रभु मदन गोपाल Radhe 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 Radhe
Bolo Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Jai Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Jai Radhe Radhe
Oh Radhe Radhe
Jai Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Jai Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe
Radhe Radhe Radhe Jai Radhe 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 Jai Radhe 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 Radhe
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jagat Guru Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Prabhupada Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jagat Guru Jayo Prabhupada Jayo Gurudev Jayo Gurudev Gurudev Jai Gurudev Patite Pavon Jayo Gurudev Jayo Gurudev Gurudev
Jayo Gurudev Patita Pavan
Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Oh Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Oh Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol
Lord of Preman Hari Bol Jaya Vishnupada Paramam Saparivrajacharya Stotra Sastri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON Bividi Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON Guru Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Sachinanda Nitai Chand Ki Jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Madhav Shri Radha Raman Lal Ki Jai. Shri Mani Ma Shri Madhusudan Shri Giri Raj Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय। भगवत गीता महोत्सव की जय। गीता जयंती महोत्सव की जय। ISKCON Coventry Yatra Ke Jai. ISKCON World Yatra Ke Jai. Gaura Premana Hari Bol. Oh glories to the assembled devotees. Oh glories to the assembled devotees. Oh glories to the assembled devotees. Oh glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guru. So we'll sing the Singarati. There's a long list, so we're remembering all those people, but especially for today we are remembering Shraddha Devi, who's been suffering with neck pains and arm pains, so she's going for operation tomorrow. She'll be here in the Walsgrave Hospital for about a week, so remembering her. Also yesterday we went to the funeral of Mrs. Bajaj, we're remembering her, and all those people on the list we already have. Vibhu probably is not well, sneezing a lot. Where's my hug?
Bless like all the berries.
So yesterday, where did you go? Tell them, where did you go?
Pole.
And who did you see there?
Santa.
Wow, what did he say to you?
He said,
On the mic. Did he give you a present? What did he give you?
he gave me a board. Santa's come to my house.
Really? So what you gonna give him when he comes?
A present. A
But
card.
don't worry, your dad will sort him out. Okay, with the pro announcements. Thank you so much. Yeah, who did very well.
Hare Krishna. We'll be serving prasadam very, very soon. Just a few announcements. So next Saturday, big day, the appearance of Bhagavad Gita, Gita Jayanti, Mokshoda Ekadashi next Saturday. Will be celebrated in this temple. From the program will be from 11 onwards for about 4 hours. Then there'll be Ekadashi Prasadam. But please, devotees, we need help probably on Friday, starting on Friday and then also Saturday morning to prepare the feast, and we should have some nice decoration on that day.
And if they go Bhagavad Gitas, bring them along because we can't.
Please, yeah, we don't want to keep opening up those which are ready to be given out or sold. So if your home Gitas, please bring with you, okay? So we're reading the whole Gita in the Sanskrit shlokas. And today, Prakash Mistry in Rugby was inspired to do something similar in Rugby temple. So they are doing it Sunday morning, 4th of December, in Rugby Mandir, Kalyan Mandir, starting at 9:30. So that they'll go until about 1:30, and then prasadam there also. So he was pushing us. Can you? We are doing this, but nice to have if you are here also. So I said we'll do our best. We may be a little late, but we'll be there. We'll be there. Okay. So that's that. And if you want to, please come ready next week to make some sort of pledge for Gita Jayanti, Mokshada Ekadashi. Each of those Gitas, you can, if you buy £10, but if you want to sponsor, even better, so we can give to others £10 also. So £10 Eva Good Gita. Fantastic, best Christmas gift. Okay. On the Zoom, I mean, our daily evening Aarti on Zoom program, we've started reading, and we are on the last 6 chapters now. We're in the last 6 chapters. You're welcome to join us on our Zoom program in evenings, and we read a few verses each. We go around. So the English only, just the English. So we got about 6 chapters left. So we'll have finished by the time our program is there for next Saturday. So you're welcome. Okay. I thought I had a lot of announcements, but I don't. Well done. So thank you.